All right, coming to you from a different environment than usual. We are up in northwest Washington, Skagit County. This is the Skagit River. The girls visiting some family. I don't know how much herping I'll be able to do. There's not really a whole lot of snakes that live up here. Only really about 4 species that live in this county, but I'll see if I can find any of them. It's been so hot and dry that there's not really much mushroom action going on either. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna kind of take some shots of the beauty and just post that, just something a little different.
Look at all the hermit crabs. See?
Oh, those are hermit crabs?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, oh my goodness, they're all hermit crabs?
Yeah.
Look, can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Wow.
A little.
It's a hermit crab daycare. Oh, they're so cute.
Teeny tiny.
I want to leave a secret message on one of these rocks. How does it grow like that?
They're really cool.
Is this a squid tentacle?
No, it's a seaweed.
Look at it. It like came off of a squid
like a whip.
body.
It's like a whip.
All right, I found a herp, and it's not one that I thought lived this far north. I'm in the North Cascades, way up in the mountains, and I think, from what I can tell, I think that's an alligator lizard, whichever variety lives in Washington State. But I thought they lived further south along the Columbia River Gorge and maybe in the eastern high desert, but I didn't think they lived up here in the mountains. I'll have to look up to make sure I'm right on that ID. Can't see really the top very well, but I'll correct it in the notes if it's something different. All right, I was actually able to catch it, and I'm pretty sure that this is the whatever native type of alligator lizard they have in Washington. I'm gonna have to look it up to see exactly what subspecies that is. See the habitat we're in. Right in the valley below these mountains. This is just awesome. Pretty cool find. Okay, we finally found a snake. What do you think?
It's cute. cute.
This is a northwestern garter snake. That is an awesome colored little snake. Check out the belly. This is really cool. At the same spot as that little alligator lizard. Just about, I don't know, 30 feet away from where that was. So, that's pretty exciting. Just love the color of that guy. Especially toward the tail. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, he just wants to periscope right in, up into the camera now, but look at that belly. That's so cool. Even if I don't find anything else in the strip, we're doing lots of other fun stuff, and I was able to find a lifer. So, pretty cool. More side of that belly, maybe. All right. Okay, found another herp. This, I believe, is the northern red-legged frog. Yeah, I was going to try to get a shot of one of his legs. Anyway, they do have a reddish hue on their legs. Kind of resembles what I grew up with in the Northeast, the wood frog, but they're a little bit different. This is pretty cool. I don't know that I've ever found one of these before. It might be a lifer for me, although I haven't always paid attention to frogs and toads as far as what I've found here. You know, I have been to the Northwest before, and I know I've found a few things, but I don't really remember, so I can count this as a lifer. But cool to see another species that I don't get to see where I live. One of the perks of coming to Washington is there's wild berries everywhere. And usually right now it's mid-July. Usually they're not ripe by now, but because they've been so hot and dry lately, they're ripening a little bit earlier. So we are staying in my father-in-law's motorhome, parked right next to his house, and right outside the door we have blueberries. Very nice. And here we've got huckleberries.
Want a few more over there? Undersides of the leaves are pink. Oh.
So of course, one of the most prominent berries are the blackberries, which are all over the place, but this one particular spot that we've come, I mean, there's not even, probably 15% of these are ripe. It's all blackberry bushes, almost as far as you can see. That whole row there. And there's just miles of this. Berries galore. So, that is awesome, of course. We're gonna make a good cobbler tonight.
See what we got?
We've just barely been here, what, 10 minutes picking?
We have not been picking for long.
Yeah, they're just everywhere.
They're like a weed out here.
Yep. Oh yeah, blackberry cobbler. Fresh, wild-picked blackberries. And we still have this many more. What'd you think?
I think it's a lot of blackberries. I think the cobbler is really good. It's pretty tart and pretty sweet, and there's a lot of blackberries, and there's not a whole lot of crust, but it's still really good.
And because 2 wasn't enough, we had to make another cobbler. Didn't we?
Yeah, I'm excited to try this one. It has extra crust and the berries are sweeter.
right, well, nice view of the sea. Here I'm out on one of the San Juan Islands, and I just found the second of the 3 garter snakes that's native to the Northwest up here, the Northwest Washington. Okay, I'm having to overdub the audio here because at the time when I found this snake, I thought it was a western terrestrial garter snake, which is one of the 3 garter snake species that occurs up there. And they do occur on the San Juan Islands, but it was pointed out to me by a Washington herper who looked at the photos that this is actually another color variation of the northwestern garter snake, the same as the first species that I found. So I didn't realize that they were so variable in color, and the kind of drab gray coloration of this one is very similar to the western terrestrial garter snake, which I have found in a couple different states. But it turns out it's just another northwestern, but still very cool to find one that looks so different, and very cool to find one out on one of the islands. So yeah, fun experience and a really neat little snake. All right, it's our last day here. I'm getting out early in the morning. It's really cool out still. I'm gonna hike up this old pine forest, lots of ferns, lots of moss, although it's pretty crispy and dried out right now. It's just really unusual for Washington to see everything this dry, but I'm gonna make one more attempt to find a rubber boa, and no, we'll see how it goes. We got to get up at 4 tomorrow morning to head for the airport. Check this guy out. This is what I believe is called the Pacific banana slug. They get huge. It's him next to my hand. I've seen them bigger than this. But that is pretty interesting. Slugs are what a lot of the garter snakes up here feed on. They'll eat worms, they'll eat frogs and fish too, but they really like the slugs apparently. And yet another one. These things are just so cool. I know slugs aren't really usually a thing that I think are all that cool, but these things are just different. This is just amazing habitat. It's like Fern Gully down there. I've hiked a little over 2 miles up so far, and I've still got a little over 2 to go to reach where I'm trying to get to. I don't know what these things are, but man, they're huge. Giant leaves. Pretty cool. Okay, well, this was my destination for hiking this morning. Had to hike about 5 miles up some pretty steep terrain for a lot of it. So this little Little hidden mountain lake up here. Pretty cool. I had to climb out on some logs to get out here and get a view. Not sure if there's any better access anywhere around it or not. I was hoping to look around in here and see if I could find any garter snakes near the water. A lot of this is just pretty thick undergrowth though, so. All right, I am almost back to the car. Right down there is the parking lot. And just crossing the path, came across another northwestern garter snake. If I can get it to focus on him, there we go. Just a little baby one this time. Again, he's got that beautiful little red stripe pattern down the center of the belly. It's just awesome. I love that. Like I said, it's just always cool to find stuff that is not native to your home territory, even if it is common where you find it. Kind of like that black stripe down the side a little bit. There he is. One more look at him. Super cool little snake. All right, there he goes. Man, just on our way back and right in, I'm not gonna show the whole thing to you, but right in the road, on my father-in-law's road, there's a dead Puget Sound garter snake. Look at that beautiful, beautiful markings right there. Dang it. Okay, I believe what we have here is a long-toed salamander. See those long toes? That would explain the name. A lot of the pictures I've seen have a more prominent, lighter colored stripe down the back. This one does have kind of a gold stripe. I've seen them, seen pictures of them that are a lot more lighter than that, but from everything I can tell, that's what this is. First salamander I've seen since we've been here because it's been so dry, but we're by a lake on the lake shore and just happened to flip a log that was still kind of moist right on the shore, moist underneath it. And so that's what we got. Right on. All right, well, this is probably going to be the closing to our video. We're wrapping it up, our final evening with a walk around this beautiful lake. And we gotta hit the sack and get up way early for the plane tomorrow. So thanks for joining us on this little adventure. Found a few herps. Had lots of fun, didn't we? All right, thanks for watching.